Again, Lemon Outdoors fans, Travis Edwards here at the very first BFL Okie Division on Grand Lake. I'm here with Matt Pangrac, and we were standing around talking about what we think the weather's going to do for the fishing. We've got a little frontal system moving in here. Matt, what do you think is going to happen to these fish?
Well, it's going to be really interesting because if you go back a couple weeks ago to the Classic, I know Boyd Ducka was one of those guys who was talking about he'd found some fish way in the back of a creek, was really excited, 18 to 20 pounds a day, got there. The first morning of the tournament, water temperature dropped to 8 degrees, and he had to completely scrap his game plan. Now, fortunately, he was able to still make the cut barely, but he said that rain overnight really affected the backs of the creeks where he was at. So it kind of depends on whether a cold rain or a warm rain comes in tonight as to how it's really going to affect the fish, especially the shallower fish that some of these guys might have found in the backs.
I think you're absolutely right. This lake's somewhat famous for being one way one day and a completely different way the next day, especially early in the springtime. So cold rain, maybe it might pull them back a little bit, you think?
Yeah, heck, it's anybody's guess as far, we saw in the Classic there that they actually got on a crankbait really good there after the rain. Some of the guys who weren't in the top 5 had really good second and third days. Even though they didn't have great first days and they weren't in it, but they got on a wiggle ward, a moving bait, a little faster jerk bait, even a blade a little bit.
You're absolutely right. Now I remember what you're talking about. The wiggle ward actually played a factor the last day and the second day for Brandon.
Aaron Martins, Brandon Pollan.
Yep, absolutely. Well, Matt, if you finish in the top 5, I'd love to interview you again. We're going to do a bunch of sets of interviews after the weigh-in tomorrow on Saturday, and so we'll be right back at you. Thanks a lot, fans.